Welcome back to the YouTube channel, guys. If you're here, according to the title of the video, it's because you're already on testosterone boosters or you're thinking about taking testosterone boosters. And what I'm here to do is help you make up your mind on what you want to do. So, should you take testosterone boosters? I've done it myself. I am doing it right now. Natural testosterone boosters. We're not taking SARMs like MK677 or RAD140 or Cardarine or Osterine, none of that. I'm talking about turkesterone, ashwagandha, Tongkat Ali, Tribulus, D-aspartic acid. You know, there's a few other ones. And yeah, why not? As a young person, who you probably are watching this, you might not need it. You might not. But why not work with it? It's not going to cost you anything. It's not going to drop your natural testosterone because it's all natural. You're not going to get any crazy side effects from it. You might be a little bit more temperamental, but like I'm taking ashwagandha right now and it's really not even that bad. To be honest, if anything, like I don't know. I don't know how to explain it. I'm not on it for long enough. I've only been on it for about a few days. But I will say the same thing to everybody when it comes to taking testosterone boosters. It's all trial and error. Everything that you do cannot always work for somebody else. So when I did my testing of the natural testosterone boosters and seeing what worked for me, first I was on aspartic acid for a month. Second, I was on aspartic acid and Tribulus for a month. And then I was taking D-aspartic acid. D-aspartic acid is just part of my, it's like creatine. It's just part of it now. It just helps with testosterone a bit. It's not super effective, but it helps a little bit. The third month, I was taking D-aspartic acid, Tribulus, and turkesterone. And I think that might have lasted like a month and a half because I ended up buying another bottle of turkesterone, but I was like not double dosing it, but taking an extra pill or something. So it only lasts like freaking 20 days, dude. And those bottles are like $100 to $120. So it's like, it's ridiculous. And after that, I did Tongkat Ali alone. And out of all of that, well, not alone, I'm taking it with the D-aspartic acid. But to be honest, if you took D-aspartic acid alone, well, for me at least, I wouldn't even really see a difference. I had the most effect with Tongkat Ali more than Tribulus mixed with turkesterone. I was on turkesterone alone for probably a few weeks, or, you know, D-aspartic and Tribulus alone. I had more effect with the Tongkat Ali alone with the D-aspartic acid. And, you know, that's just me, right? Like, Tongkat Ali could work better for you. It could work better for me. It could work better for somebody else, but it might not work better for somebody you know. Or it might not work better for my friend. Everybody works it out differently. Like my journey has been like probably a 4 month journey-ish, 5 month journey-ish on trying to figure out what works best for me, because you can't just take it and be like, oh, this works best for me in like a couple days. No, it's kind of like a month's worth giving to actually see the effects off what you're taking. And me being on Tongkat Ali for now a few months, month and a half now, a little over a month, I think. I've seen more of a difference in this than I have in anything else. But right now, I'm taking like a mixed supplement, so it has a little bit of ashwagandha, it has Tongat Ali, it has some sort of moss, maybe lion's mane, a green tea kind of herbal thing. It's got a few other things I can't remember exactly, but I'm kind of excited to figure this one out because I've never taken ashwagandha before. I don't think the dosage is super strong. Like I don't think I'm gonna be all grumpy and stuff, but we're gonna see how it goes. When it comes to pumps, today's chest day, first chest day after taking that stuff for a few days, so I'm pretty excited on how it's gonna go. But like this guy, if it doesn't work for me, I'm just gonna take Tongat Ali alone again. Like there's no need in wasting my money on something that can be expensive when I can spend a little bit less money on something alone that will, you know, help me the same way. I mean, this bottle is supposedly going to last me maybe 25 days. And it originally cost me like I think it originally cost like $80, but I paid like $40 for it because I work at a supplement store. But that's still a lot for that amount of days, even for you if you're paying full price. And like Tribulus or Tongat Ali alone is not nearly as expensive, so this is going to be trial and error. The only reason why I bought this stuff is because we don't have Tongat Ali alone right now. All I know is that had Tongat Ali in it, and I was like, I don't want to go off cycle with it. I don't want to lose everything. I don't want to lose the consistency of taking it. So it just so happens that ashwagandha is in it too. I don't really care. I've kind of wanted to try the stuff. I never really wanted to give a full month of it alone, but it's kind of nice that it's in here. Because if this thing actually ends up working super, super well for me, mixed with the ashwagandha, then I'll take it. I'll take it for as long as I can. So we'll see what happens. But it's the same with you guys. Like, I'm explaining my story because it's going to be the same thing with you. You can take something, you might not see an effect, you might not see a difference. You can take something else, you might see a better pump, but you might not see a difference. And then you can take one thing, and you might see the craziest amount of differences. Maybe it's mixed with something else, maybe it's not. But you got to also make sure your diet's pristine and locked in because, like, you can have a supplement that you're taking and you might have the craziest pumps because you're not really going to lack water in a day, or at least you shouldn't be. And you're going to get the pump that the testosterone booster will produce. But when it comes to recovery and growth, you need to have a locked-in diet. And if you don't have a locked-in diet, you're not going to be able to recover properly or fast, and you're not going to be able to grow. So you might see crazy pumps, which I have, but I will say, given throughout the somewhat 5 months of testing this stuff, there was a few times where my diet wasn't locked in, and I didn't see growth when it came to size. But when my diet was locked in, I slowly started going up in weight. I went from 75 pounds, 175, to like 182 with a locked-in diet within a few months span. And I sat at 182 for like 2 weeks. And then I tried doing a carnivore diet, and I was off of it, Tongat Ali for a few weeks because we ran out of it, and I didn't know the stuff that I have now even had Tongat Ali in it. So my diet was crap because I hate the carnivore diet. I hate cooking so much. I know like it's like good in general when it comes to like benefits, but I hate cooking 3 different kinds of meats 3 times a day. It's just kind of a pain in the ass. I'd rather meal prep once and have 3 meals in a day for the rest of the week. Like, it's just common sense. And I get more out of other diets with greens and more other different meats and like rice as well and stuff. It's just not worth it sometimes. Anyways, I really hope this helped, guys. All trial and error. Test yourselves, man. I can't tell you what to take, but I can tell you what worked for me, and it might be the same for you. Because everything is going to work differently for other people. Look at that one guy. Frick, I can't remember his name. He's on a crap ton of trend. You probably know who I'm talking about. And he's really not that big for a guy being on a crap ton of trend. But look at other guys who are on a load of trend. They can be massive, absolute mass monsters. So it kind of shows that it works differently for other people. I think his name starts with the T. All he does is talk about steroids. But like, he's lean, but he doesn't look like a guy on like who's. He just looks like he's been training for a long time, and naturally a long time, like give or take 10, 15 years. But like, if he's been training for like 4 years, definitely on steroids. Verse of the day. Matthew 10:22. You will be hated by everyone because of me, but the one who stands firm to the end will be saved. As a Christian, we're afraid of human judgment when it comes to our faith, when it comes to preaching, and doing that will take us away from God. When we're afraid of our faith and judgment within our faith, then we can lose faith because it's like the power of judgment becomes stronger than the relationship in between you and God. And it says, but the one who stands firm to the end will be saved. So the one who keeps their strength strong, no matter the given circumstance, whether preaching, whether talking to people about the faith, which is technically preaching, but talking to people about your faith and why you're in the faith and whatnot. Not necessarily like spreading the word of God specifically, but just like it comes up in a conversation. Some people are afraid of it. I used to be afraid of it. I'm not afraid of talking about my faith in front of people when it comes up in a conversation, but when it comes to actually preaching itself with my brothers from church, it is a little bit difficult because I'm afraid I lack the knowledge that I need to actually be able to preach properly. Because when I preach the word of God, I want to be able to give out as much as I can. And I want people to be able to ask questions that I can answer. I don't want them to ask questions and me sit there like, I don't know. Like, it doesn't make sense. So, you will be hated by everyone because of God, but the one who stands firm to the end will be saved. Don't be afraid of judgment, my man. Don't be afraid of judgment because of your faith. Having a relationship with God and being Christian is a beautiful thing. We are truly blessed. And, stick around with it, man. That's why we're here. That's why I talk about the Bible. That's why I'm trying to grow on social media. We're trying to get it there. We're working hard. Working pretty damn hard, dude. Not gonna lie. A lot of editing and stuff. A lot of grinding, staying up late and shit. But, it is what it is. Thank you guys for watching. Use code Alvarado Lifts at aglabs.org. Link in the description. I will list some testosterone boosters, probably from Amazon, because I have an Amazon Associates account. I'm not teamed up with any sort of other brand other than AG Labs. Make sure you subscribe, like, comment, and get the algorithm activated for me, boys. Please. Thank you guys for watching. We'll see you in the next video. God bless you and love you all.